everyone. This is your teacher, Miss Bell. I hope everybody's doing well under these circumstances. This is my first try at using a hover cam. I'm going to try to show you as if I was in the classroom, taped to my little easel board, on how to draw letters and make them look 3D. And this was under the assignment, draw your name using 1-point perspective. So what you need, a piece of paper, you need your ruler, and it doesn't have to be right in the middle. It can be down a little bit if you want your name up here. But go ahead and draw a straight horizontal line with a pencil, and in the center make a dot, and that's going to be our vanishing point. We're going to use pencil first. Alright, above here, I'm going to do above. You can write your last name for extra credit below if you'd like, but you're going to write your name. I'm just going to use the word art for sake of time. And I'm not even concerned that it's in the center, so wherever you like it, I'm going to try to do it in the center. And how you make shapes into letters. We talked about this at the beginning of the year, but we'll try this. If you write your normal letter, and it can be uppercase or lower. I know the R wants to be in the middle. Give it some room in between. So there's just my normal handwriting. Here's my A. Okay. Now, we're going to go around this, and you can use a pen if you don't think you'll mess up, or you can use a pencil. But now you're just going to, it's up to you how thick you want your letters, but you're just copying this. You're going around these like this. Now I made a shape out of the A. Here's my R. Don't forget the inside here. And here's my T. And you want them about the same height. So make sure they're about the same height and length as well. And you can use a ruler or just, try to draw as straight as you can. It is up to you whether you erase now or you can erase later, but these will be erased. Again, for time purposes, I'll just erase the A, and I can erase the other ones later. If you are using a marker, make sure that dries. You saw it just kind of smears. Okay, now we're going to use a vanishing point. Take your first letter here, A. Look at the bottom. We're going to work on the bottom of the letters. Think of this as a line, and every time that line changes direction, you are going to line up your ruler with that point that it changed, and with a pencil, very lightly, I'm going to draw a little darker so you can see, but draw lightly because you're going to erase a lot of this. You're going to draw a line. If it has a clear shot to the vanishing point. So I'm going to line up this time, it changed. Clear shot, and those lines should not cross each other. They'll meet at the dot. Alright, we're going to do just the bottom letters, parts of the letters first. So that one has a clear shot. This one. Now I'm going to my R. I'm not going to worry about anything at the top. There we go. And my T. Clear shot. These are all clear shots to the vanishing point. Alright, now I'm going to look at this middle section here. And I'm going to line up, again, this changes right here. It goes from diagonal to horizontal. Now when I line it up, part of the A is in the way. Part of this. So we need a partial line. So you're going to draw a line, and when it hits that part of the A, you stop. Do not go all the way like that. Now when okay, I'll do that in a minute. Alright, let's say that this R actually, this part of the R has a clear shot. Let's look at this T over here. Now we're going to go upwards here. Let's start at the top here. Alright, this part of the T, it needs a partial shot. Right there, and stop. This one is you're going to find, look where it lines up. It lines up right where I had that R. This one I can tell is going to need a partial, and now this one needs a partial. Y'all notice my nails. I have not gone and gotten them fixed, and about 3 weeks overdue. So that's part of what we're dealing with. There could be worse things. All right, this R, let's look here. This is a curve. Now I will need a line, a partial line right here. This is what we call a tangent line that grazes the side of a curve. Let's see, the inside of my R, I need a little partial right there. And let's see, my top of my A, I'm going to need a partial. When it hits my R, I stop. Now, some of these you don't need at all. When I line up this with this is in the way. So there's nothing that needs to be done inside there. So now I'm ready to block off my letters. Okay, how do you do them? Let's start with an A. You look at these two guidelines. These are the first two lines you drew. And you go up and you look at the direction on the A that is connecting, and that is horizontal line. So I'm going to take my ruler, and it depends on how thick you want your letters. They all need to be about the same. So what I do like to do, I like to take my pencil very lightly and just draw a line there. That'll make sure all my letters will be the same length. So here I'm going to stop my A right on that line with that horizontal line. And you can darken this part here as well. Alright, I've got these two guidelines. They go back up to my A, and I realize that is a diagonal line. And you want to do the same diagonal. So if you put your ruler here and then slide your ruler down to where you need to be, and you draw that same parallel diagonal, same thing. Alright, I'm not going to need anything in there. That's all going to be shaded later. I don't need anything here because there's nothing to do there. Alright, so now I go to this part of my A, horizontal here. Now this is a real dramatic sort of it's a diagonal. It's kind of got a curve to it the way I drew it. But you'll start here and just kind of connect it like that. It goes behind that R a little bit. Alright, my R. Let me go ahead and shade this in so you can see. And you'll be doing this too. I want you to shade the 3D part in. This will be all shaded. This is all my A right here. See how that became three-dimensional. Alright, here's my R. Here, here, here. Alright, this is it's kind of got a little curve to it, but it's going to go up and hit this line. Now we're going to go diagonal, diagonal. See how that's matching that? This is matching that. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Get a little bit closer there. Now as far as the inside of my R, how deep it is as deep as this. So this is just all, I might have a darker line here, but this is all going to be shaded. Same thing here, you might have a little curve, but that's going to be shaded there. So here comes my R. You could shade with colored pencil, you could shade with a marker, pen like me, but let's try not to show any pencil lines. Okay, we're ready for my T. Alright, we know this got to be here, right on this line, horizontal. This is definitely vertical, so I'm going to copy that vertical line right there. This is horizontal, and it's going to touch my R. And I probably, because that would end there, I'm not even going to see anything there. That's all going to be shaded. So, and I don't need to do anything there as well. So here comes my T. Now one thing you'll notice when you're finished, you see how this T looks deeper than the R? And this A here looks a little deeper than the R, and that's only because the R is sitting right on top of the vanishing point. So these are not going to look as deep. The further away the letters, the more 3D it will be. Okay, so just don't worry about that. So again, extra credit if you wanted to put your last name down here. And the only difference when you do your letters, let me do one for you. I'll put a B for Bell. Alright, so let's say I start with my B. Sometimes you can just free draw a letter too. You don't have to do it like that if you're used to just making shapes out of your letters. So here's my B. The only difference is you're going to be seeing the top, not the bottom here. You're going to have the top to be three-dimensional. So I would do a line here, a tangent line here. Here we go, right here. There's that partial. Let's see, I need a little one here, a little one there. So what I do, again, I'm copying that curve. Probably want to be about as deep as I have there. So there's the top of my B. Copying that curve there. There's the side. Now here's the kind of a tricky part. All right, this is going to be shaded, and let's see. Now let's talk about this. This is actually going to be opposite here. I'm going to see here. Well, I'm copying this curve, and I'm copying that. So there's my B. Hope this helped. Hope you're doing well. Miss you guys. Take care. Remember, need this uploaded as well as your boxes. And if anybody had trouble with your boxes, I may do a box tutorial tomorrow. And everything needs to be uploaded by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Hope you're asleep by then, though. Thanks. Bye.